Welcome back to Marketing Champions. I'm Howard Walpuff, your host. You're back on Daily Ad Brief today. And today we have Courtney Porter from Collected by Court. And Courtney, welcome to our conversation today.
Thanks so much for having me.
It is great to have you, and we'd love to learn more about what you do. So why don't you tell us a little more about what Collected by Court is and what you do for your clients?
Yeah, sure. So I partner with anyone who works in the luxury design space. So interior designers, architects, furniture brands, anything like that. And I help usher them into the digital age. A lot of the industry is still kind of stuck in print. So anything that we can do, whether that's digital branding or video work, anything in that realm.
So what brought you into this space? How did you start working with this type of clientele?
Yeah, so I actually went to film school. My background is in film and television, and I started as a video production intern and social media intern for a company that was basically a prototype for what Masterclass is now, and they produced edutainment videos. So kind of like TED Talks, but for interior designers looking to take their careers to the next level. So right off the bat, I had this, every day was a masterclass for me, working with the top professionals in the design industry. And I just really hit it off with all of them personality-wise, and I was kind of good at it. So one thing led to the next.
So how raw were these companies? How much are you bringing them into the digital age? How much physical pulling are you doing, or are they're kind of knowledgeable as you're walking into the process with them?
It's gotten better over the last couple of years, but truthfully, everyone's all over the map. You have younger designers who are great in the digital space, but maybe don't know the politics of the industry and some of the inner workings of how to get better product, how to move up market, things like that. And where I see the biggest gap right now is in the luxury space, because it's a part of the industry that prides itself on exclusivity and traditionalism a little bit more. So that's where you find more speed bumps as far as people not really knowing how to present the product, the design in the digital space.
What type of tools are you using to create these campaigns for them?
So Instagram is huge for us, and trying to stand out there is really difficult. So one of the things that I always try to focus on is I always come back to what you actually own at the end of the day. If Instagram were to disappear tomorrow, what do you have? So we focus on the creative, pulling in the right photographer for the right design shoot, and building out a campaign, a video campaign, a print campaign around that, or what would be a print campaign, but now it's being used for digital.
So there's been a lot of growth on their end of understanding what to do, and a lot of work on your end to create the right atmosphere for them. How do you see this growing for them over the next couple of years?
I think the more you can world build and create your own, and really put out what I mean by that is what you want the world to be hiring you for as a designer. So often we see these trends right now. Modern farmhouse, for example, is just a runaway trend on social media. But what's the next wave? And I hear designers all the time, I don't really want to do another modern farmhouse. Well, what do you want to do, and how can we do that? And so designing things like a show house space where you can make it completely your own, and then bring in the right stylist, the right photographer, the right videographer, so that you can be on camera talking about your space and what you'd rather be designing than a modern farmhouse. That's going to be the next wave. I just came out with a book that I co-authored with Lori Dennis, Green Interior Design. And one of the tasks with that was to showcase that there is more than these social media trends, and there's more ways to customize and do things your way and do what you want. So I think the next wave is going to be far more customization, and people really need to step up and put out their own book, their own TV show, quote unquote. We have the resources to do that now. Everyone, at least in this space, everyone's got the iPhone. Everyone's got access to the tech. It's just labor intensive, and you have to get creative to stand out.
So that creative content will be very resourceful for them as they move forward in trying to get the right people interested in their work and their and what they do.
Totally. And things that you can create that you can use and repurpose in different areas. So you can film a clip to use on your site that you can also send out as a sizzle reel to pitch a design TV show potentially, that you can also use on social media. But I think the key is customizing your own stuff and diversifying so that you're not relying just on Instagram or just on Pinterest. That's a trap I see people falling into now.
Well, it sounds like these companies have a great plan if you're the one that's implementing them. And we really thank you for sharing all this information with us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
And if you want to learn more about Courtney Porter and Collected by Court, you can find out more on dailyadbrief.com. But go out, have a great day today, and we'll see you next time on Marketing Champions.